Hello everyone, you're now with me, Ruben Gomez for TVS News at 5. Let's moving on to the news. Bidayuh National Association DBNA has released COVID-19 awareness videos in 4 main Bidayuh dialects to remind the community on the standard operating procedures and preventive measures to curb the spread of the virus.
DBNA in a statement said the 4 main dialects used are Bukar Sadong, Bidayuh Bau, Biatah and Salako. The videos can be viewed on DBNA's official Facebook page. In addition, the videos have been shared many times online since it was uploaded on social media on Saturday. The videos were officially launched by Education, Science and Technological Research Minister Dato Sri Michael Manyen Jawong on Saturday in DBNA's multi-purpose hall. Manyen, who is also DBNA advisor, hoped that these videos will make the Bidayuh community, especially those in the rural areas, to be better aware of the preventive measures against COVID-19. Meanwhile, DBNA President Dato Ik Pahon Joik said the association embarked on this awareness program since many COVID-19 cases had occurred within the community in the village, including 1 cluster detected in Bau. He said so during the launching ceremony of the videos held after the association 4th Extraordinary General Assembly on February 13 at the DBNA Multipurpose Hall.
According to Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah, Melaka recorded the highest COVID-19 daily estimated infectivity rate RT at 1.07 among all states as of February 13. Penang has the second highest RT at 1.06, followed by Kedah 1.04 and Johor 1.01. States that recorded an RT of below 1 were Sarawak 0.96, Kuala Lumpur, Negeri Sembilan and Perak 0.95, Kelantan 0.92, Selangor 0.89, Pahang 0.86, Terengganu 0.82, Sabah 0.80, Perlis 0.77, Putrajaya 0.73 and Labuan 0.65. Dr. Noor Hisham said the RT for the whole nations, on the other hand, stood at 0.92. The number of new COVID-19 cases in Malaysia remained at 4 digits yesterday, with 3,499 cases and 5 deaths were also reported overnight. The Office of the Mufti of the Federal Territories, PMWP, has agreed to adopt the resolutions of the Muzakara of the Fatwa Committee of the National Council for Islamic Religious Affairs, MKI, on December 3rd last year. The meeting had decided that the use of the COVID-19 vaccine is permissible and obligatory for groups which have been identified by the government. Federal Territories Mufti Dato Dr. Luqman Abdullah in a statement said PMWP fully supported the implementations of the National COVID-19 Immunizations Program, which is expected to start at the end of the month. Luqman said the decisions was reached at a meeting on Thursday following the confusion that arose among the community regarding the vaccine intake. In this regard, he said PMWP called on all Muslims in the country, especially in the federal territories, to respect the fatwa that has been decided regarding the COVID-19 vaccine intake in Malaysia. The use of new technologies, such as the Internet of Things or IoT, has helped increase the rate of continuity of agricultural productivity.
With the existence of the IoT system, farmers could monitor and control agriculture activities from anywhere through the use of a smartphone and custom app. This is already being practiced by Kupleni Pa Aji, a former engineer who delved into modern agriculture since 2018. With the IoT system, he said the agricultural works have been much easier, especially in terms of manpower.
Untuk ini sistem IoT, itu panggil Internet of Things, dia dapat banyak bantu satu dari segi tenaga kerja. Sebab satu, kalau saya punya ada 4,000 pokok, saya cuma perlukan 2 orang pekerja saja. Sebab kenapa? Sebab kita cuma perlukan handphone, iaitu smartphone, untuk mengawal sistem pengairan. Iaitu contoh dia untuk 5 kali sehari. Bayangkan kalau 4,000 kali 5 lebih kurang 20,000 kali seraman. Maksud dia kalau boleh kita serentak, kita adakan sistem dari satu rumah dia akan otomatik mengikut apa yang kita sudah program.
Meanwhile, he said the modern farming is also in line with the Chief Minister of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Abang Johari Tun Openg's digital economy philosophy that aims to develop the state's agriculture sector. Through the IoT system, agricultural productivity can also be improved, hence successfully penetrating the international market.
Vision atau BBC oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Ketua Menteri Sarawak, iaitu Abang Johari, itu dia mau Internet of Things. Dia mau majukan tu pertanian ni terutama untuk luar bandar dan juga dia ada peruntukan yang banyak. Saya ingat berbilion ringgit untuk khas untuk pertanian. Dan untuk tahun 2021 ni, bajet tahun lepas dia orang ada peruntukan lebih kurang 60 juta, untuk pekebun ataupun untuk petani. Dan juga dia orang sekarang ni kerajaan mempunyai langkah. Dia orang ada buat satu department, Jabatan Petani dipanggil bahagian Jabatan Pengembangan. Di mana tahun lepas saya terlibat untuk mengajar itu bekas-bekas tentera dan juga pemuda ataupun generasi yang baru, generasi pemuda-pemuda.
Young farmers were also encouraged to dabble into the smart farming industry such as this, as it no longer requires hard labor, only technology available at the tip of the finger.
Ditambah juga dengan Internet of Things, dengan melalui handphone, semuanya sangat merangsangkan mereka untuk melibatkan diri ataupun menceburkan diri dalam bidang pertanian.
Meanwhile, for farmers, Yuan Ahmad, the IoT has tremendously facilitated his agricultural activities, especially the fertilizing process.
Operasi dengan ada sistem IoT lagi banyak memudahkan bagi pihak kami untuk terutama dalam sistem pembajaan. Dengan sistem IoT kita dapat mengawal jumlah kandungan baja dan bilangan kuantiti baja yang disalurkan ke RPH, dan di samping itu juga peningkatan hasil agak amat ketara lah. So hasil mungkin lebih bertambah dalam 30-40% lah. Yang selebihnya dari segi tenaga pekerja, so kita dapat mengurangkan tenaga pekerja dengan cara kita boleh pantau menggunakan handphone.
Dengan adanya sistem IoT, ianya sangat mudah dan jimat masa. Sekian saja laporan pada saya Priscilla John bersama juru kamera Nazula melaporkan untuk TVS.
The Youth and Sports Ministry KBS has no objection for high performance or elite athletes at the national level. This includes the national 10-pin bowling squad to undergo training during the current Movement Control Order MCO 2.0 period.
Its Minister, Datuk Sri Rizal Naina American, said the national bowling squad has been given the exemption to undergo training using the sports bubble or quarantine-based approaches, although the bowling centres have yet to be allowed to operate. He said elite athletes under the National Sports Council program, there is no problem for them to continue training. However, for the public, it is still not allowed as there is a tendency for them to go bowling for leisure, or most bowling centres are located in shopping complexes. Meanwhile, NSC Director General Dato' Ahmad Shapawi Ismail explained that the national bowling squad had chosen to leave the quarantine-based training camp while the MCO 2.0 was being implemented last month.
Serena Williams stormed into the quarterfinals of the Australian Open on Sunday with a gritty 6-4, 2-6, 6-4 victory over Belarusian Arina Sabalenka. The match was a big test for Williams, who was up against one of the few players on the women's tour capable of matching her power from behind the baseline.
I am happy to get through that one. It wasn't easy, and I knew it wasn't going to be easy. And you know, she was teeing off on every shot, and I felt like I was there. It was just some shots I was missing, but I felt like, oh, I can do it, and like, just barely missed that one, barely missed here or there, and even, you know, even the games that I lost were super close, and I was just like, one shot here and one shot there, so I just felt like, oh, Serena, you got this, just gotta keep going.
The players went toe-to-toe in an even first set until the Williams bounced late to break Sabalenka for the first time and take a 1-0 lead. The roles were reversed at the start of the second, however, with Sabalenka breaking Williams in her first two service games. The American, who is chasing a record equaling 24th Grand Slam title, clawed a breakback but was powerless in the face of Sabalenka's onslaught as the 7th seed broke once more for a 4-1 lead before sending the match into a decider. With the pressure ramped up in the third, it was Sabalenka who blinked first, making several errors on serve to hand Williams a 3-1 lead. The Belarusian broke back and then leveled the set at 4-4 with a hold to love, but the pressure finally told with Sabalenka serving to stay in the match trailing 5-4. Sabalenka double faulted to give Williams a 15-30 lead and netted a forehand to hand her 2 match points, conceding the match by sending a forehand long.
A strong earthquake struck off the coast of Fukushima, Japan, just weeks before the 10-year anniversary of the deadly 2011 tsunami. The 7.3 magnitude quake was felt strongly in Tokyo, but a tsunami warning has not been issued.
The quake shook buildings in the Japanese capital Tokyo, cutting power to hundreds of thousands of buildings across eastern and northeastern Japan. By morning, though, power was restored to virtually all. Officials said more than 100 people were injured. Several thousand households remain without water, forcing residents to line up with plastic jugs to receive water from trucks. Though much of Iwaki appeared as usual, tiles had fallen from the front of at least one building, and the sound of broken glass being swept up echoed from several shops and restaurants. There was no tsunami this time and no reports of irregularities at any nuclear plants.
Well, that concludes the news at 5. Remember, tonight, 11:30 p.m. with Handy Gui for the Nightline. Ruben Gomez, anytime, anywhere.